Thank you, Mr. Gray. Now, as a British Muslim, I know that Islam is based on ideals of peace, equality, loyalty, justice, and most importantly, submission to the will of Allah. This is also true for Uyghur Muslims. They are no exception. Yet, despite their peaceful characteristics, hundreds of thousands of Uyghurs find themselves facing cultural and religious annihilation at the hands of the Chinese Communist Party. Amongst their numbers are also included Kazakhs, Kyrgyz, Christians, and adherents of Falun Gong. There sadly exists a growing mountain of evidence to support claims that the Chinese Communist Party are in serious violations of the human rights of these people. And it's our moral duty as the United Kingdom to continue to verify and document these human rights violations. Up to 1 million people, as we've heard, Uyghur Muslims and other Turkic Muslims have been rounded up and placed into re-education camps, where they're subject to political indoctrination, forced sterilization, and torture. The extermination goes well beyond the Uyghur people. The CCP are intent on destroying non-Han Chinese cultural identity and history. Revered religious sites and mosques have been demolished under mosque rectification campaigns, whilst others with distinctive architectural features, such as minarets and domes, have been moved as part of a campaign to sinicize Islam. Now, since 2018, over 100 Uyghur cemeteries were destroyed and relocated, according to CNN, including one that was transformed into a car park. Indeed, in a written question I submitted to the minister, he replied saying that British diplomats themselves had verified in person much of this destruction. The Uyghur language, we know, is being banned in Xinjiang schools, and the practicing of Islam is discouraged, shall we say, as a sign of extremism. UNESCO has called it strategic cultural cleansing. The cultural genocide is nothing other than an attempt to remove the Uyghurs and further cement Han Chinese supremacy. A Xinjiang official in 2018 stated on state media that the aim of these policies was to, and I quote, break their lineage, break their roots, break their connections, and break their origins. Now, if this is not bad enough, there's a further point that I believe it's our duty to bring the public's attention to, and it's nothing other than the evil of slavery. Now, these re-education camps conceal slavery, and that has in itself seeped into almost every part of the Chinese economy, as well as exports it sends to the United Kingdom and to our allies around the world. In July, as we heard, the United States seized a shipment of 13 tons of human hair products from China, allegedly from Xinjiang camps. Slavery and forced labor are repugnant to us all, in any capacity. And the idea that unwittingly citizens in this country, in Wakefield and elsewhere, are by purchasing Chinese goods being a partner of this evil industry, it must be rooted out, and we must take a stronger view on it. So the Majinsky-style sanctions are a step in the right direction and should be used against those involved in the imprisonment and enslavement of Uyghurs, Kazakhs, and other minorities. However, we must go further and do our utmost to prevent the supply chain that we are involved in having any link to the abhorrent practice of slavery. It pains me that most Muslim-majority countries around the world have stayed largely silent. And as a Muslim, it's a cause of great upset and regret. And I believe that if it's left to us, then Britain must become the champion and defender of liberty, freedom, and tolerance and pluralism for peoples around the world, and stand up against tyranny and oppression and persecution wherever it is found, whether in China or in Muslim-majority countries. Thank you.